All right, Shalom. Want to give our praise, honor, and glory to the Heavenly Father and the Son, Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostle, elders, great millstone, and well. Peace and salutation, all the I can push in the truth without righteousness and sincerity. Shalom, shalom. This your brother, Tazim of the Bar, coming back through the spirit and power of Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua. Through the spirit, want to do a real brief lesson. Just kind of laying back off this video, what I'm about to play. In another video, just, showing you how they're laying forth the infrastructure for this beast system, man. And this has always been the whole purpose of them with the Agenda 2020, Agenda 2030, all these various different psyops, all these things you're seeing taking place around the world. It's all forth to bring forth this new system that they're about to lay forth, which is the social credit system, universal basic income, the CBDs, the Fed now is the central bank digital currency. This is all leading the path to the MOTB, which is the mark of the beast, man. This is what they're bringing forth, man. And we're very, very close. So don't be ignorant of Satan devices when you see all these different psyops take place, as far as cyber attacks, as far as these mass shootings, as far as all these different things that's taking place. It's all for them to lay forth the infrastructure of this beast system, man. So I'm going to play this, and this is a copyright disclaimer under Section 107. Fair use disclaimer. I'm not using this for any monetary gain. I'm using this for educational purposes only.
Headlines quietly dropped in the last 24 hours, and almost nobody's talking about them. Stay with me. The third one changes how the first two feel. Follow and save this so you can come back to it. Headline number 1. Multiple countries quietly updated emergency preparedness language, not for disasters, but for system disruption. No dramatic press conference, no breaking news banner, just wording changes that most people would never notice. But wording is how systems signal what they expect next. Headline number 2. Several major industries reported accelerated automation timelines. Not years ahead of schedule, months. Roles weren't eliminated publicly. They were reclassified. That's how shifts happen without triggering panic. You don't announce the door closing. You slowly stop opening it. Now here's the one that ties it together. In the last 24 hours, multiple governments emphasized public calm and information responsibility in the same briefings as economic and infrastructure updates. When calm becomes a talking point, it's usually because something behind the scenes is moving fast. None of these headlines are scary on their own, but together, they point to a world changing quietly, not explosively. And quiet change is the hardest kind to notice. In spite of what we're not being told outright, paying attention still matters. The people who adapt earliest aren't the ones who panic. They're the ones who notice patterns. So tell me, which headline stood out to you? And make sure you're following, because January 1st, I'm giving away half of what this channel makes this month to one loyal follower. 3 headlines.
And you got to see, like you said, you got to pay attention to the patterns, man. You always got to pay attention to patterns. Nothing is a coincidence. And what you're seeing is always some major event taking place, and then they're always bringing forth these different legislations that's leading to the path for the MOTB, or it's passing legislation for the data centers, the AI infrastructure, all these various things for us leading to the digital identification. So this is what we're seeing taking place, man. They're about to set forth this universal basic income. They're setting forth the universal basic income because you have more people without jobs than there in jobs, that are jobs. So they're showing you that the economy is about to crash, man. Showing you that the economy is about to crash and this place is about to be on its way out of here. So within that taking place, they had to set forth universal basic income, which was nothing but a prelude when they did that with the stimulus check around the time of the 119. You feel me? So that's the times we're coming into, and it's very, very close, man. And Esau Edom, he's putting it right in your face. He's bragging and boasting how he's about to set forth this new system. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And like we always tell you, this is speaking on the time of Antiochus Epiphany. But as the scripture says in Romans 15:4, the things that are written aforetime was written for our learning. This is Daniel chapter 8, verse 25. And through his policies, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand. And this is why he's coming with different policies, man. This is why he's having ready preparedness, going out to different nations and things like that. Why are they saying that? Because they know some major event's about to take place. That's why they made the movie Leave the World Behind. That's called Revelation of the Method, to let you see what they're about to do. That Esau Edom, he likes to tell you things before he does it. And that's what you're seeing about to take place. He says, and through his policies, he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart. And that's what you see. Esau Edom's bragging and boasting on these different platforms, as far as the Bilderberg, the World Economic Forum, all these different summits. He's bragging and boasting about the world in 2030, man. And before he gets to 2030, that means he has to lay forth the infrastructure. That means he has to have a major reset. That means far as a financial reset, far as how they're going to reset the job market, the GDP, all these various things that you're seeing taking place, all these things like jobs, the housing market, all these things have to be reset. And that's what he's doing, man. So he's bragging and boasting. Because why? He feel like he's very, very close, man. And it says, and he should magnify himself in his heart. And that word heart goes back to the Hebrew word la'ab, which is his mind. And he says to them, by peace he shall destroy many, because they're saying that this universal basic income is going to be convenient for the people that don't have jobs, man. That's why they're setting it up where you're going to depend on the government. That's why they said what? You will own nothing to be happy. And this is the time they're coming into, man, where they're going to really shut this shit down. They're really going to come with a cyber attack and really shut America down, man. And we're not ignorant Satan devices. We can clearly see this is the path that's leading to the MOTB system, man. So let's play another clip.
UBI, screaming that from the mountaintop for the past year and a half, 2 years.
2 years.
They even have a cartoon on Fox called Universal Basic Guy. Why do you think that is? They're getting everybody prepared to be on Universal Basic Income. They were paying these guys in the cartoon. They were paying these guys because they lost their job to automation, AI.
Wait, that was in the show?
That's in the show.
No.
They lose their job to automation. They get a check from the government.
See, revelation of the method, man. See, we're not ignorant Satan devices. He pushed this in various movies and these different shows of what he's about to do, man.
And it's all about them just sitting on their ass and getting into adventures.
All we have to do is just watch the shows.
TVs, movies, cartoons, it's always there. They do it, they tell you before they do it.
Literally.
Why did Fox roll out that cartoon and now they're talking about UBI? Now they're doing stimulus checks? Now they're doing, because even Elon's talking about not universal basic income, but it's universal high income, which is just another fancy word for UBI.
What do you mean universal high income?
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, so you just, okay.
It's the same thing.
It's the same thing.
Like,
all right.
Oh, we're gonna pay you more to do X, Y, and Z, or just be dependent on us, and that's it. Because universal basic income sounds basic. So let's change the word. Universal high income. Oh, that sounds better. They always changing these words. Same thing they do with Agenda 2030.
Talk about it.
Agenda 2030 used to be Agenda 21. For that, it was the plan for sustainability. They keep changing these words, but it's the same thing. Same playbook, different cover. They're doing the same thing again. Pretty interesting. And with AI, within the next 5 years, the number keeps changing, but they project now, within 5 years, is going to affect over 200 million jobs. UBI, screaming.
That's the times we're coming into. He's laying the system. He's laying it out, what he's about to do, man. It's Revelation chapter 13 and Verse 15, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak and cause that as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's what he's doing. He's giving power to the life of the image of the beast, man, because this is the Greco-Roman Empire being revived through America, man. Doing revive, man. It's being revived through the Renaissance, man, rebirth. And it's being established through the Treaty of Rome, which is through the EU nations, EU and NATO nations, and it's been revived through America. And they're setting up this beast system, man. It says, and he had power to give life to the image of the beast, that the image of the beast should both speak, and that caused as many as would not worship the image of the beast should be killed. And that's what you see, man. This AI infrastructure that they're setting forth. Esau Edom trying to set himself up as God, man. This Palantir, this Gideon project where they can see what you're doing before you do it. And they showed you in these different sci-fi movies, man. Judge Dredd, all these different movies they had a long time ago. They showed you the infrastructure and the way the world was going to be in the later future. And that's the times we coming into now. That's the times we coming into now. Verse 16, he calls all both small and great, rich and poor, free and bond, receive a mark. That word marks go back to the Greek word charagma, and this means to incision, to prick under the skin. It says in their right hand or on their forehead, and that right hand represents the predominant hand on their forehead is what that meta. And it's no coincidence that you have Facebook change their name to Meta, which Metapon, which means in the middle of their forehead, with the Neuralink, which Elon Musk is pushing, they're nothing but little foot soldiers for the elites, man. They're doing a bidding for the elites, man, because this is what they want to do. They want to hear get this thing off the ground, and it's very, very close. It says that no man might buy or sell, say he'd had a mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. So you want to be able to participate in society. Just like when you watch the movie Running Man that just came out, you're going to be basically the poor of this world. Just like Judge Dredd, all these different various movies, they show you the poor and the super rich. That's the times we're coming into. They're Xing out the middle class, and they just want the super poor and the super rich, man. And that's the times we're here. And it's very, very close where they're going to gradually reset this new system. They're going to set it up where you people are going to submit to this new digital identification, universal basic income, where you will own nothing, be happy. Because why? These people are lazy as hell. These people don't like to do any critical thinking for themselves. They like the government to think for them. Even when you look into the word government, it's meaning what? Mind control. They love the government to think for them. And that's what times we're coming into. We're coming to those times where the Lord is about to let Esau Edom, bring forth this infrastructure. Why? Because he's forcing Esau Edom's hand. As you get in the book of Revelation 12:12, Esau is going to come down with great wrath because he know if he had but a short time, his time is short. So he has to hurry up and try to bring forth this infrastructure, and it's here. It's here. The beast system is here, as it says in. Because we know we had our scoffers, I got the chip, microchip, eating damn potato chips and shit, making mockery. But it's not, you don't see people making too much mockery now. This Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 2, it says, and the Lord answered me and said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. And the vision is plain as day, man. If you can't see that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, the Lord ain't dealing with you, man. You ain't got the eyesight. You ain't got the oil. You're blinded. The Lord ain't dealing with you. And said, write the vision and make it plain upon tables that he may run that readeth it. And we writing the vision. We telling you that they set up the infrastructure for the beast system. Everything is rolling out. The lay or pave for the RFID chip. All these various different things they're doing is paving the way for the beast system to be brought forth, man. Universal basic income, social credit system, all of it's laying the path for the MOTB, man. And it says, it says, for the visions yet for an appointed time at the end it shall speak and not lie. And it is. We're at the time where the vision is speaking loud as clear. It's loud as clear that you see with the universal basic income, the social credit system, all that's going to lead to them bringing forth the RFID chip. Because with the social credit system, universal basic income, that comes with a digital identification, man. So they're going to monitor what you're watching, what you're saying, so you won't be able to speak out against the government. So that comes with the demonization and the persecution as well, man. All this been lined up. We're at the end of this thing, man. It says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. It's not tarrying anymore, man. The RFID chip, the mark of the beast is right in your face, man. All these different other all these different other things, avenues they setting forth is part of the beast system. And it's no excuse, man. It's no excuse for you guys to call yourself teachers and camp leaders to not break this down correctly, man. And just because you're setting your congregation up to get destroyed. But at the end of the day, this is all the will of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man. This is all the will of the Lord. Because like we said, if you can't see that the RFID chip is the mark of the beast, the Lord is clearly not dealing with you. The Lord is clearly not dealing with you, because we're coming in a time of the hour of temptation. Let's grab this. This is Revelation chapter 3 and verse 10. It says, because they have kept the word of my patience. Patience go back to suffering. And the only ones keeping the word of the patience of the Lord are the men of the Lord. Because we're getting demonized. We're getting made mockery of what? Bringing out the truth according to the mark of the beast. And guys want to make mockery of it. But at the end of the day, we're being patient because we want the Lord to redeem us in these times, man, and have a covering of us in the times we're coming into. It says, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which shall come upon all the world to try them to dwell upon our earth. And that's the times we're coming into, the hour of temptation. The hour of temptation is the time where they're going to bring forth this system. And they're going to have it where at the end of the day, you won't be able to participate in society. If you don't have an RFID chip, if you don't have a social credit system, the CBDC, the Fed now, the universal basic income, that all leads to you having to take the mark of the beast. You won't be able to participate in society. That's the times we're coming into, man. And he's making it more, all these different legislations and draconian laws that he's setting it up, he's making it more harder that you're going to have to submit. If you don't have a How About Shimei Shai on your side, a majority of you people, which is true, you're going to fold, man. When this shit really get bad out here and when the shit hit the fan, and you're going to fold, man. You're going to run to the government for help. That's what we can clearly see. Just like when the C-19 happened, these people ran to the government for help instead of having literally just trusting and putting faith in the Lord, because the way it showed that they really didn't have a relationship with the Lord, man. What more so in the hour of temptation, when it's a lack of food, lack of resources, it's gonna be people ravishing each other, people gonna loving many waxing cold, people breaking in these houses, taking what they can, putting people to death, martial law, famine, all types of shit, pestilence. What more so when the shit get bad, man? That's what we're telling you, Jace, man. The shit is about to really hit the fan, and a lot of you, Jace, is just taking your leisure time for granted, man. Because, hey, the RFID chip is plain as day. It's the mark of the beast, and it's right in your face, man. So, Apparatus our Lord willing, this lesson was edifying. I'm going to close it out by saying, Call, Halayim Laya, How By Shemel Shah, By Shem Kakwadash. Double honors to my apostle elders, great millstone of well, and peace and citation to all the Akim pushing this truth for our righteousness and sincerity. Shalom.